Hello, I am Archivist Aaron, and welcome to my study. And today, we are back once more, and maybe for the last time, to Alan Wake. Now, last time, the reason why I think this is the end, possibly, or close to the end, is because last time we got a clicky device that is supposed to be able to like dispel the darkness or something, and it seems like all we have to do is go back to this lake in the background here and use it. As far as I can tell from the lore and what they were saying, we just need to get back here and we win. So I can't imagine it's gonna be too hard to do that. I mean, how many more episodes, or once again, this should be called chapters, but I don't know how many more chapters could possibly be used in just getting back to the lake and destroying the evil. But it's fine. It's probably good. Also, wait. Very, very nitpicky thing that just came to mind, but didn't... In the last one, it was talking about how Thomas Zane had written this page about Alan Wake, and that's why the clicker was there. But Alan Wake himself described the page as being autobiographical in nature. Can it be autobiographical if you are not the one writing about yourself? Because I think it's like the entire point of it. I mean, it might have just been from his perspective. So I don't know. Kind of nitpicky, but my brain was just replaying that whole scene. And I was like, that doesn't add up exactly. How could it be autobiographical if Thomas Zane was the one that wrote it? Anyways, we're gonna continue. Steam Cloud, Alan Wake. I don't know why the name of this changes every time I load it. Like, seriously, sometimes it says like Steam Cloud, Alan Wake or something, and sometimes it just says Steam Cloud. I have no idea. It's a little bizarre.
Previously
but...
on Alan Wake, I wrote
we
a
get
horror
this
story
again.
that has come true. Thomas Zane did the same in the 70s.
You will go no further.
If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story. No one will survive.
You knew Zane! Thomas Zane! You're the Lady of the Light in the song!
He left something behind to help me. The clicker.
Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
I can get to her now. I can finish this.
Yeah, and from the voiceover, it was literally saying, Alan did this. That's not from a first-person perspective, thus it can't be autobiographical. Why is he in bed like that? Isn't he kind of backwards in the bed? I think your head is supposed to be by the headboard. That's why head is in the name. Come on, Alan Wake. You know these things.
I had a hangover. My head was about to explode and the light hurt my eyes. I needed my sunglasses and painkillers to dull the pain. In one of my finer moments of self-deception, I swore to quit drinking.
Interesting. Why are we back here? Oh yeah, everyone just keeps sunglasses on their nightstand. I do that.
The sunglasses made the world look bearable. Now I could keep my eyes open without feeling like a vampire in the sun.
And why is everything buzzing? Also, do painkillers actually help with a hangover? I feel like they wouldn't. Or at the very least, if they did, it would be a very superficial help. I've heard that you're supposed to just be hydrated and
The pills worked fast.
possibly
The prospect
even,
of being awake started to seem bearable again.
possibly even eating things that have like protein and stuff can sometimes help. I've heard.
There was a message waiting for me on the machine.
What kind of a hallway desk thing is that? It doesn't even have legs. They literally installed that thing into the wall. Why? What's the point of this? Just get a table. And why does it have a headboard? Why is that important? Is that so things you put on it don't like scratch the paint of the wall? I don't know. But we're gonna explore a little bit because of course we are. Alright, we've already kind of seen this room with the thing and the golden guns. I don't know what that's about. Oh, and there's more of those code things. I don't... I still don't know how those work. You know, it's funny because I don't fit very well in the modern day, apparently, because everyone seems very obsessed with like scanning codes with their phones and then looking at things on websites. I don't like doing that. And I've gone to several restaurants before where they're just like, oh yes, this is our menu. And they point to like a little barcode on the table and it's like, bruh, I'm not gonna scan that. Just like and look, you know, use my data to look at your menu. Just bring me a laminated menu, please. I just want to look at it. So I don't know. I don't fit well in the modern day apparently, because that's what people like to do, and I do not like to do it. Where does this door lead? This door isn't over here, is it? No. I guess there's a closet in between. It doesn't look like a lot of space, given that that room and this room both kind of extend a little bit past it. That must be a very small closet. Anyways, listen to the message. We've explored enough.
You have one new message.
Ow! Are you still
Oh, it's
asleep?
Barry.
Wakey, wakey! You should have your show on your TiVo. If Alice wasn't
What?
too mad to record it. As she called me earlier and really chewed me out. Yeah, we went a little overboard last night. But parties are a part of this business. Al, look, I'm saying this as your friend. She's not doing your career any favors by trying to run your life like that, okay? I'll talk to you later, Al. Watch the show.
Okay, first of all, getting blackout drunk is not part of the writing business. It's not really part of any business. I mean, maybe like if you're a famous actor or rock star, you might
I'd
be
been a
expected
guest
to
on a
like
talk show the previous night, talking
attend
about my latest
parties.
book. The show was supposed to be waiting
But
for
a
me on
writer?
TiVo.
What the heck is a TiVo? Is that slang for TV? Is that what the kids are saying nowadays? I don't know. You know, it's funny because I'm supposed to still be the kids, but I guess that I just am not in touch with people nowadays.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Wow, you have horrible resolution on your TV.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. We have a great show tonight. I've
Do
been
you?
talking with the best-selling author Alan Wake about
That's
his
me.
new book, The Sudden Stop.
Yeah, good read. Go buy it.
No, it is a good read. Look,
Recording device for
I'm gonna
TV
be
shows.
honest here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Never heard
I
of it.
got people who give me the lowdown on books. I'm a busy guy, but this one I actually read from cover to cover. I mean, I'm a big fan.
Wow, thanks.
Now, this might be a spoiler for those who haven't read the book yet, based on the sales figure.
What kind of a reaction is, wow, thanks? Like, not to be nitpicky, but it's another one of those situations like when Alice was getting pulled into the lake and he was like, oh no! Like, who the heck says, oh no? Like, it's just cartoonish. The same with this, like, you know, if I was in that situation, somebody that, you know, was like a famous TV show host was saying that they read my book and they usually don't, I'd be like, oh, thank you very much. It's a great honor, you know, like actually sincere, not just, wow, thanks. Like, I don't know. It's weird wording to me.
Here's the two people out there who haven't read the book yet. But this last book is all about the death of the main character, the hard-boiled New York detective, Alex Casey. Now, there's been a lot of outrage about this. Why the hell did you kill Casey? What the hell were you thinking, man?
Good riddance. No, seriously though. 7 years and 6 books is a long time. He was a gloomy guy to spend all your working hours with, and it was a good run. But it's time to explore new things. My next book will be a departure from the old for me.
You selfish bastard, always thinking of yourself.
Bruh.
Well, you've certainly given us a lot of entertainment over the years. And now that you mention it, Casey was a gloomy guy. Never had much luck with his love life with the ladies. Was that autobiographical in any way?
Oof.
Yeah, no kidding. Casey's lady friends tended to die on him. With Casey, it was all about his pain. No, Nothing autobiographical about that. I'm a happily married man. My wife is my muse.
Well, congratulations. That's great to hear. So, how's the publicity tour been treating you?
Good? Great. But I gotta say, I'm glad to be back home in New York.
Well, you've certainly been on the news a lot.
I wouldn't be.
Lots of parties and...
Not a fan of big cities.
You got into a fight with some paparazzi.
Oh, man. Well, that guy was really in my face. I lost my temper. I know that wasn't
He
cool.
does punch people a lot.
You are famous for that temper.
Well, I did also write several books.
Well, your latest novel is called The Sudden Stop, and it's in bookstores now.
Thank you for telling me. I didn't know.
That means the two of you out there who haven't bought it yet. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for you tonight. I want to thank all our guests for the evening. Alan Wake, Sam Lake. Once more, do the face for his Sam. There it is. And our musical guests, Poets of the Fall. Thank you.
Oh.
Good night.
Poets of the Fall.
At least I'd been funny.
Interesting.
I told myself I could live with that.
Hey, honey. Did you watch the show?
I didn't say
Where the
anything
heck were
stupid,
you?
if that's what you want to know.
Okay, Grumpy. You want an aspirin
Oh,
or something?
you just got back.
Are you
Okay.
gonna start with me about drinking now?
You know what? Go back to sleep, Alan.
Yeah, don't be a jerk, Alan.
What? Now you can't even talk to me?
Well, this morning I was angry because you said you'd be home at midnight and you showed up at 7 a.m. and passed out in mid-sentence. Now I'm over it. Are you angry?
This goddamn tour. It's gotten out of hand.
Oh, honey. It's almost over, right? We can get back to normal. Then you can start writing again.
I'm sorry, honey.
Alan, you're not thinking straight. Just take a shower and go back to bed, huh?
Yeah, you're right, honey. I'm sorry. Once this is over, let's go away together. A vacation. Just you and me. Some peace and quiet.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Maybe we should go to a place called Cauldron Lake and rent a cabin, and then you can go swimming, and then I can go around punching and shooting people for the next week.
Somehow, the clicker was the key to the cabin. I had to return to Cauldron Lake to save Alice.
I mean, it's probably very, therapeutic.
I'm going back to the lake to finish this. I'm going to write an ending to the story in the manuscript on my own terms, to make it all right.
Why can't you just write it here?
The last page is still in the typewriter. I need to read it first. Everything needs to be just right. Zane tried to cut some corners, and it didn't end well.
Okay,
True.
ready when you are.
I'm sorry, Sarah, but I need to do this alone. Barry, take her gun. Miss Weaver, close the door when I leave.
So why am I just pulling guns on people that are supposed to be my allies? Like, yeah, he could have
See you
started
later.
with, no, I gotta do this alone, and try to leave, and if she tries to stop him, then you pull the gun. Not just, hey, ally of mine, click,
When I got
click,
out,
you
it was
better
the
not
middle of
follow
Sunday.
me. Like,
I'd flicked the switch of the clicker. Had it done
why
this?
is that
I
a
didn't
thing?
stop to question it. I had to take advantage of the sunlight to get to the lake. On Zane's page, I'd stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, about to use the clicker. That's where I was headed.
Alright then. Is this gonna be like a really short chapter? Is this just the epilogue? Because I mean, it's daytime. We could just go there.
Alone.
Why am
in
I here?
daylight, surrounded by the beauty of the
Oh.
Pacific Northwest
Can I
landscape.
drive?
It was hard not to let doubt creep in one last time.
I'm
I
great
could
at
still chalk
driving.
everything up to a dream, a delusion.
Why do I just have my
I
gun
had
out?
enough imagination to
Wait.
make up something like this.
Yeah,
Having
it's
been
just
in the cabin
middle
all
of
this
the day.
time, trapped in a story inside my head, gone mad from grief over Alice's death like Hartman had claimed. There would be no way of knowing. I told myself it didn't really matter. My course was set.
Alright then. Yeah, I mean, it's the middle of the day. There's no shadow demons. He's just running around with his revolver out in public. Like, bro, put that thing away. You're gonna get arrested. Probably. Alright, time to use our driving skills to the, these are big lanes. Jeez. It's probably good because I am not gonna be very exact with the keyboard driving. It's like one thing that I think the controllers are probably better at is driving in games. Oh, it's been a while. Pit stop. I have to check for thermoses. Because, you know, if I don't check for thermoses, who will? Probably normal, sane people that aren't running around checking for thermoses at every turn. And that would just be diabolical. I can't let them get their hands on it. Oh, and in the dumpster. Any dumpster thermoses? Why can't I push this? Where are we going? Okay, that's not gonna get us anywhere. But alright. I don't see any thermoses around. It is unfortunate. I did get some batteries though. That was nice. Alright, back to my masterful driving. I mean, I haven't hit anything yet. That's a plus, you know? Oh, pit stop again. Any thermoses around here? Actually, I could probably look around in the car, couldn't I? A little bit more dangerous, though. Yeah, let's just get out. Because I really feel like I'm going to crash into something if I just keep driving the car through places like this. Alright, but there was light there. Alright, hunting rifle, my favorite. I don't know why I need this exactly, but it's rewarding me for being thorough, so I'm gonna keep being thorough. I also don't have my flashlight, which is upsetting because I saw briefly that there was a yellow arrow painted on the side of that shack, but I could only see it in the headlights because I don't have a flashlight. Okay, but it was a secret stash over here. Okay, flare gun ammo for my non-existent flare gun. Good. No thermoses. Not good. Alright, back to the car eventually. There he goes with his infamous low stamina again. You know, his stamina levels are almost as infamous as his tendency to punch people in the face for no reason. He does both of those a lot. Any thermos back behind you? No. Alright, back to the car. Alright, clean. And it's a good thing there's no other cars on the road or I would not be doing well. A barn. This looks like another pit stop to me. Actually, I might not be able to get in. Oh no, there's a thermos. I don't need to get in. Give. Thank you. Alright, moving on. You know, maybe that's my issue. Oh, hi. Is this not where I'm supposed to be going? I was just following the road. Wait, where does it get to Cauldron? Like, where does it expect me to go then? Unless it just wants me to run from this point. Is that what it's saying? Checkpoint reached.
The darkness had touched me. There was a
Oh,
link
great.
between us. Always would be. I could feel its presence again, getting closer.
Oh, well, nothing actually got up and tried to fly at me, so that's fine. I expected things to start floating and attacking. Oh, hey.
I will kill your
What?
wife.
Bro, how are you guys out here? It's literally daytime. I expected them to like spawn inside the you know, tunnel here. Not just out in the middle of the daylight for some reason. Okay, I guess it's cloudy, and it's just dark enough for these guys to just start spawning in. More manuscript pages. I'm sure I have quite a few of those I haven't read. Should probably do that at some point. Did I have some revolver ammo? I guess a car works too. No thermoses. I guess it's just giving us our pick of car. Because this is apparently GTA 5 and you're just able to, you know, just get into any car you want and drive off. Because that's realistic. That's how these things work. Where am I going? Ooh, trash can. Oh boy, a ramp. This is safe. Ow. That's gonna leave a mark. Luckily, it's not my car. I don't have to worry about repair bills. Wow. Where am I supposed to be going? Aha. No, that's also blocked off. Wow, we managed to get in neither of them. I'm too safe of a driver that I can't run over pedestrians properly. There we go. Like how I say that and then I get an achievement for running over 15 of them. Oh, hi. I guess they're leading me to go this way. Out into the field for some reason. No, I don't see anything over here. Yeah, no. Doesn't look like a very car hospitable area. Oh, hi. And yet there's more of them. Thus indicating this is once again the correct area to be. Look at them driving skills. Nobody's ran over more pedestrians than me. I think I have the world record. But yeah, this place is a little not car worthy, so guess we just run from here. I really wish it would give me more ammo. But you know what? It's fine. It's probably fine. Look, another car. Oh, I could squeeze through there if I could get that car. Flare, that doesn't really help me. That doesn't help me at all. What is the flare gonna do if I run out of ammo? Nothing. Okay, bye. It just flew off into the sunset. I don't know. Is that the deer float? It certainly looks like the deer float way over there. Or something similar. Okay. We're fine. It's just a bunch of demon equipment. What was that noise? Hello? Oh, it's just you. Anyone else? Oh, they want to leave these things just sitting around. Okay, good. We're gonna assume that that's fine. Okay. Dealt with. Easy as that. And that is definitely not the deer float. Ah, it's one of these again. Excuse me, where did this come from? What the heck's hitting me? What, is it sending out like a shockwave? Oh no, it's just moving forward. In the first place, but then really doesn't last long. There we go. Ah, my eyes burn.
Nice to
There
see
we go.
you, too.
Ah, look, a singular car under this spotlight. How delightful. I need to get into the driver's side, probably. It's got a nice, mustard orange, you know? Out of my way. Ugh. Making the car a little hard to control, actually. It's just ragdolling on the front of the car. Oh, hi. See, I'm a responsible driver, not running into other drivers. Oh, why can't I just go in there? Alright. Well, this place is bright. We'll just hide in here for a minute. Good. The monster truck is still coming. Hello. Maybe we should get rid of this hooligan. Man, they're real bad at driving. What a loser. Oh gosh. Luckily, my invincible crate is here. Hey, my old car. How dare you. You can't get me as long as I'm over here in the light, though. I'll just keep using my battery as long as it allows me to. It seems to regenerate faster if you use it fully. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, hi, why are you here? When did you... Were you the driver? You were the driver, weren't you? Alright, well. Now that everything's clear and ready to go, let's drive out of here in our new car. Out of the way. You think it hurts to get run over while you're all darknessified? I mean, they're technically invincible while the darkness has them. So in theory, maybe it doesn't. Thanks, darkness. This is a sick ramp. Hello. What do we do about that? Do I have to get out of my car again? Or is this like a darkness thing? No, I definitely need to get out. Unless... Ah! Sick driving skills to the rescue. Ow. Come on, you can make that. Oh, there's the loot on the ground. Let me just get out and grab that loot really quick. Though I don't need that loot really, because we already have the hunting rifle, which I prefer over the shotgun. Come on, you can totally make that. Come on. Come on. Okay. I guess that's as far as this car goes. Unfortunate. Unless this is a car I could take. Probably not. No. Alright. Well, we got a lot of darkness goop on the ground. That's great. Got some flares. How many can I hit at once? 3? Oh, that's efficient. You know what would be even more efficient? Is if I wasn't bothering to stop and clean up all this goop, because I don't think I actually need to at all. I think it's just fun. Okay, and I don't think I can get in any of these cars, so we'll just keep moving. Okay, where did you come from? Really? I'm out of those, but can I use anything else? Nope. Why do they not give me any revolver ammo ever? Revolver ammo. Right at the exact time that I needed it 5 minutes ago. But that's fine. Well, it took 2 bullets to break that, and then it took out 1 guy that would take 3 bullets to kill, so overall, worth it, I guess. Bro, I am once again out of bullets. You're literally giving me nothing. Maybe this is one of those... Oh, why did you not grab it? I literally pressed the grab button. Okay, maybe this is one of those... Oh, we're gonna put enemies in front of you, but you're not actually supposed to deal with the enemies. You're supposed to run away like a wimpy baby man. Maybe that's one of these situations. You know, in most games, when they give you a section where you're supposed to just run and not fight, they usually give it a little bit more urgency. Just like, oh no, you need to get somewhere to save your wife, or to, you know, there's a giant explosion happening. Maybe you should run real fast, like, or something. Not just, hey look, enemies. Same enemies that you've been fighting this entire time. Maybe you should not fight them. Cause yeah, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever to just put all of these enemies here and not say a word about me not supposed to be fighting them, and just expect me to magically know that I'm supposed to avoid them rather than do what we were supposed to do for the majority of the game, which is kill enemies. Can you just let me get the stuff that's on the ground, you pieces of crap? Like, come on. Why do you just scatter loot everywhere if you're like, oh no, it is a cardinal sin to pick that up. We can't allow that. You're gonna go to hell if you pick up that loot. We need to save your soul or some such by killing you before you can pick up that loot. Alright, I guess loot doesn't matter. I guess we're not... So most shooters, there's like 3 rules to most shooters. That's pick up all the loot, kill all the enemies, and have good aim. And this game breaks 2 of those rules. It's like, oh, you want to fight enemies? No, don't kill all the enemies, actually. Kill none of the enemies, because it is a waste of your time, and we don't appreciate it. Additionally, you know, don't pick up all the loot, because we're just going to throw a million enemies on top of you, so you can't pick up the million items that we're putting on the ground in front of you. Why are we on flashbangs? When did we ever switch to flashbangs? We literally picked up flares last, so why? So I guess we need to put down flares to be able to pick up the loot, because the game just wants us to suffer, I suppose. Because especially if it's a sequence that I'm not supposed to be fighting enemies in, why do you even have loot on the ground? Okay, that's full. What hit me? Excuse me, I didn't shoot him once. I was shooting directly at that thing. But alright. Why are you just picking that up and not... I literally pressed the middle mouse button to use a flare, but okay. Yeah, that sequence, not very well made. If I go back to try to... was that the secret? Was I supposed to have just gone to the end to despawn them and then come back for the... Nope, they just infinitely spawn again. Wow, how are you already out of stamina, my guy? We literally just got here. Like, bro. Yeah, they just respawn infinitely. That's kind of BS. There's no, like, intense music or something, say, like him monologuing to himself, like, there were too many of them, I should run. Like, you know, nothing. They just put loot on the ground and expect you to Did they... Are they wanting me to go this way, or did they just give me this car to go, like, 10 inches? No, they think they want us to go this way. Which I don't really see why. I personally would have probably just kept going that way regardless. I mean, those little barricades do not weigh a lot, and we're in a truck. We could easily just plow right through them. But alright. We'll go the detour route, because... reasons? I mean, I thought we were supposed to be getting to Cauldron Lake as soon as possible. Also, I don't know how it got dark so quick. Like, seriously, it was the middle of the day just a minute ago. Are you guys actual enemies, or are you infinite spawn enemies and I should be running? I don't know, because there's no indication. Alright, more flares. I guess that's good. Any thermoses back here? Nope. Well, I'm assuming things will attack us in here. Why is nothing dodgeable? Why am I still on this? Why are you shooting him and not literally anything? Okay, just kill me. Just kill me. Kill me now. Kill me right now. I just wasted a full clip of ammo. Just kill me now. Kill me. You guys are so wimpy. Oh, and I have to go back this way and deal with this. I wonder. Wait, where the heck even was it? Way back here? Why? I'm gonna be out of stamina. Just gonna grab this real quick. Excuse you. There's one more. Grab it. Thank you. Alan Wake, you frickin' doofus. Then we can just walk back to the light. Or, yeah, literally walk back to the light. And then they're gone. Yeah, I understand. I've been here before. And then you walk back to the light, and they're gone. Huh? Okay, we took damage from nothingness.
I had to get the gate open.
How? How does one get the gate? Why do you just say I had to get the gate open? What does that even mean? Let's see. No power lines. No connecting anything. I can go inside here. I assume that the gate must be, hey, thermos, connected to something inside this place. Okay, back to the light, and we can drive this car. See, this is how Alan Wake teaches us to play. You know, you think that you want to kill enemies and play a shooter, but no. No, the way this game is meant to be played, you just avoid conflict. It's like a pacifist training course, you know? Where am I? Why am I here? Why was opening this gate a good idea? Why am I not on the main road going towards Cauldron Lake like my objective is? Like, I don't know what this freaking pit stop into the junkyard is supposed to be about. Because once again, those road barricade things are mostly just like warnings. They're not actually going to physically stop you from driving through them most of the time. I look, a button. I guess this is now maintenance worker simulator. You have to start engines and go and... Yeah, I'm still full up on that. And go press buttons trying to fix a bunch of stuff. Hi. Good to see you, I guess. I'm gonna press this button, whatever that does. Hi. Why are you here exactly? What? You broke my car for no reason. Thanks for dealing with the guy. That's kind of the one thing that was causing me issues. Maybe if I'd put my car somewhere safer, that would have been better. Because I think maybe it just directly hit the car at some point and broke it. I don't know. Now, where am I going? What did that even do? Did it lift this up? Start that swinging around? What does that do for me? Oh, hey, a light. Oh, this opened a gate here or something. Oh, I didn't even notice it. I guess this is where the guy came from. Now that most of these enemies have a place that they just come from, they just kind of spawn in like a friggin' Minecraft mob. But alright, we'll just head this way. I don't know how this gets us to Cauldron Lake. This is like some dusty back road. It was kind of a sick drift. I just wish that the game would have let me continue accelerating through the drift.
When I told Barry my plan back in the well-lit room, I'd acted as if I knew what I was doing.
Why?
I didn't. I was operating on the shifting logic of a dream. I had to fight my way to the lake through the horrors of the night. I had to flick an old battered light switch imbued with childhood magic. I had to write a happy ending to a horror story. I had to save my wife from the dark prison she was being held in.
Sure you did. We've all been there before. Oh, kick it. Oh, I just need to spam with mouse button. Okay, you pushed it far enough. Okay, there you go. You pushed it like 3 feet further than you had to, but you know, that's fine. Alright, and we're not going for the obviously inferior weapon. So that's fun, but I assume they're gonna throw a bunch of enemies at us, which obviously means that we can't fight them. And we have to run to the light. Quick, run to the thermos. Get up there. Yeah, I understand. I'm trying to pick up loot. Excuse me. Conveniently out of reach right there. My guy, what am I supposed to do about you now? Nothing, I guess. Because I'll just lead you back in front of it. Come on, my guy. I'm trying my best here. What? And he's outside of it again. Seriously, what am I supposed to do about this dude? Like, everything else pauses when I go on the thing. This guy's just like, oh, sorry, I would pause, but I need to get outside of your, what am I dodging? He's literally 10 miles from me, game. Come on, stop doing this. What are you dodging? Oh, now you're out of stamina, of course, of course. And I can't use the flashlight, or else then I'll need to shoot him like 20 times to get rid of him, when this thing is supposed to be getting rid of him for me. I guess I could use the flashlight to stun him, and then try to get... Come on, Alan Wake, you freaking slow piece of garbage. Like, seriously, do you never do cardio? I mean, you've been doing cardio all week. I don't see how you're so freaking slow. Because, yeah, the enemies, like, stop in place when you get on the spotlight. Okay, and that guy is also back behind it. We need to, I guess, get them into the light as well. Hi. Everyone gets stunned. Use. Okay, no, never mind. Don't use. Just don't use it. Just don't. Just don't, I guess. Just don't. That's fair. That's normal. That's good. It's healthy for you. Okay, don't run. It's fine. Running's dangerous. It could be bad for your health. Hey, Dottie.
Happy ending to a horror story.
Oh boy, and it sent us way back here.
The dark prison she was being held in.
I'm gonna save my wife from all my head trauma and not knowing when to shoot things and when not to shoot things, and having enemies not stand in front of the spotlights. Do I even need to kill them? Do they matter? They probably don't matter. It's probably like every other encounter in this game where I can just completely run past them and not care. So that's, I guess, what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to find some way through without killing a single enemy, because we're pacifists here. Shadow demons are people too, and we need to respect that. Oh, we're tired. We're so very tired. We couldn't possibly run. Okay, yeah, just stop on the box. It's fine. Where am I even going, you think? This way? Oh boy, we're just gonna meander our way over here. Can you do anything correctly, Alan Wake? The answer is no, you cannot. Yeah, this is just such a dumb sequence.
Happy ending to a horror story.
Happy ending
I had
to a horror
save my
story.
wife from the
I have to
dark
save my
prison she was being
wife.
held in.
I'm gonna go click. Can I just stop this early? I can, okay. Like, seriously, what is with this sequence? It's like they put the spotlight there as another red herring. That you're actually not really able to use it.
Give her to you.
All my 5 seconds of stamina again, so we're gonna be painfully slow going into this again. Well, that's fine. Now my new idea is, because the spotlight is utterly freaking useless, we are going to just wait until everyone spawns in by going up here and, you know, buying time by pushing this. Come on, a throwy thing? Really? Oh, really? And then you just one-shot us. Okay.
Happy ending to a horror story.
I have to write a happy
I had
ending
save
to the
my
horror
wife from the
story.
dark
I have to save my
prison she was being
wife.
held in.
I'm gonna click this thing again. Cause I'm Alan Wake. It's what I do. This is the typical writer's experience. I need to not run, or else we're gonna have no stamina.
I will never give her to you.
No, I'm gonna give it to you. We get 0.5 seconds of PTSD. Can you please? Thank you. Well, we can get rid of some of these guys. Okay. That'll reduce the workload a little bit, but then these guys are gonna show up. Or maybe they're not? Okay. Sure. It just stopped spawning the enemies in the same way that it was earlier. I'll take it, I guess. Why do you move my camera like that? Now, what am I supposed to be doing next? This? Where am I going? This way? Okay. Well, apparently it didn't spawn the other enemies because I still had one enemy alive somewhere. So it just didn't spawn the second group, which was nice, I guess.
Cauldron Lake was.
Man, that sequence is just not very... Either I just went about it the entirely wrong way, or that sequence just was not very well put together. Because, like, this game very often has enemies coming from, like, every direction and coming from behind you, and it's not very you know, conducive to a good being able to shoot things experience. It just ends up with a billion enemies constantly right on top of you, and then they give you a gimmick to be able to deal with that situation, and then they're like, no, but you can't use it. You know, just like there, where it's like, sure, we threw a million enemies at you at once, but we put a spotlight here to help you. And then it's like, oh, but you can't use the spotlight because we're just gonna make it so that the enemies don't actually stay in front of the spotlight and they actually appear behind the spotlight. It's like, what? Then why do you put the spotlight there? Like, if this is supposed to be one of those situations where you're supposed to, like, hold your ground and take out enemies with a big spotlight, then why do you make it so that they aren't able to be taken out with the spotlight? I don't get it. Either make it a fair, straight-up fight where the enemies are coming and I have to shoot them, or make it a sequence where it's obvious that I need to not shoot them and just run away from them. Or give me a gimmick that helps me win the fight so you can have a big epic fight that isn't impossible because you give me a spotlight. You know? What? One of those three. But don't make it something that it's like, do I run, or do I fight, or do I use this obvious spotlight? Why am I here? This literally just went down to where I was. Am I supposed to push that thing? Probably. Why? I'm not sure. But it's yellow, so I guess we interact with it. Okay, good. I guess that just opens this route. Am I even supposed to go this way? So there's that way. There's loot down that way. Just jump off this. This won't break our legs at all. Am I supposed to go this way? Okay. Good. Now do we go the other way? What way is forward? I have no idea. I also am not sure how they're dragging this out so long when it's like, I seriously thought at first that it was gonna be just a 5-minute epilogue for a second at the start, because it was like, okay, well now it's daytime and I'm trying to get back to Cauldron Lake, and then somehow daytime was over and it was nighttime again, and then I had to fight through a bunch of stuff. Like, are we on a alternate Earth where daytime is 1/100th the duration of nighttime, and so it's just like night forever, and then daytime just, you know, the sun comes up and then flies down, and then sun's just gone and it's nighttime again? I have no idea. It just seems weird because, you know, it shouldn't take you all of the daylight hours just to drive back to Cauldron Lake. Especially when this is like a smallish island type community. Like, how far away could the power plant have possibly been from Cauldron Lake? Not that far, I would assume. Alright, now it's time for our favorite game. Is it a killing situation, a running situation, or a gimmick situation? Well, I'm gonna say it's a gimmick situation because there's a light right here, except I can't reach it because Alan Wake has the stamina of a 2-year-old girl. Alright. Good. Now, either that's what we were supposed to do, and those guys would spawn infinitely, and we would have never been able to get through them unless we went to the light, or that isn't what we're supposed to do, and the guys will just respawn the second I go anywhere near them, because I never killed them. But it's impossible to tell, really. Okay, moving on. Where are we going now? Into the dark. Oh, hi. It didn't even have any, like, sound effect to it. No, like, hint that that was falling. It's just here. That's a bit sudden. Where are you going, my guy? One of them run around a bunch and do nothing else types. Oh no, he's behind me. As if I wasn't watching him the entire time. Oh no, he's in front of me. I never would have guessed. Alright then. Start the generator. Why are you not picking that up? Thank you. Because it wasn't saying item limit reached, it was just not picking it up. Okay, well I guess that's everything. Moving on to wherever else we're going. Honestly, I don't know how Alan Wake is like navigating through all this. Like, I have no idea where we are or what the layout of this area is. Oh boy, another giant thing. Well, what's it? Falling from the sky. You know, any situation is a run away from them situation if you try hard enough. Evidently not, actually. Because, you know, you can't run for more than like 5 seconds, so you really need to like be careful about when and where you run. But they always just throw these guys at us, which are the most annoying guys to fight, because they don't just stand still, ever. And half the time, they just do absolutely diddly. They spend more time running around than they do actually fighting. And even though these guys look like the little ones, where the heck did you go? They have a lot of health, so I guess we need to use the rifle on them as well. Alright, well that's taken care of, I guess. Oh, there's an explodey thing there. Hi. You guys want an explodey thing by any chance? There's one right here. Alright, 1 bullet for 2 guys instead of 4 bullets is rather efficient. Okay. It does indicate more enemies. Where the heck are you going? Where the... Come back here and fight, you wimps. Yep, you aim your flashlight at them for 1 second, they're like, whoa, whoa, we better skedaddle away. Can't catch me. Can't see what you can't catch or some such. Like, bro, just, you are taking so long to kill, just come back here, please. What is he doing? It was like, back before I became a demon, I used to be a marathon runner. I've never understood, ever since like the start of the game with those boss enemies, I've never understood what the difficulty about them is. Like, why do they seem to hype them up so very much? Because they're just regular enemies that attack you half as often. And take twice as long to break the darkness on because they just run. They ran so far away. Okay. What are they gonna throw at us next? Oh boy, more enemies. Let me guess, you're one of them running guys. Oh no, you're just a regular dude. Well, isn't that refreshing? Oh, hi. Another regular dude. Wow, someone I can actually kill easily. And straightforwardly, and I don't need to, like, chase them around the place. Oh no, I hear another guy I need to chase around the place. Well, that's gonna explode. Did I get him? He ran kind of past there. Yeah, I guess it killed him. I don't hear him running to and fro anymore. We're still full up on flares, apparently. Really likes to give us flares, even though they're... I find them kind of niche in, you know, usage situations.
Oh, crap.
See, Alan Wake, you weren't you were worrying over nothing. I don't see what the problem is. I mean, you just stand still and nothing even hits you, see? We're invincible. To be fair, we are the main character of the story that he wrote, so we can't die until the, you know, climactic ending. So I don't see what he's so worried about, honestly. Now, he should have realized his plot armor after the first dozen times that everything just landed around him and he didn't even get hurt. And the sheer number of times that it's happened thus far, I mean, that's not coincidence. That is most certainly plot armor. That would probably be the best thing about writing yourself into your own novel, is you could give yourself as much plot armor as you want. That would actually be pretty cool. What did I say? The darkness wears her face. Yeah, I know. You've said that before, Miss Paint Lady. Darkness controls the taken. Yeah, I've heard that one too. Common sentiments around here, apparently. Or where am I going? Go over that. Am I supposed to be up here? Somewhere? Out there, maybe. Wait, that just leads us back to where we were, doesn't it? I guess I could jump out onto the outside of... Okay, never mind. We're falling down here now. Where am I going? Why do I need to go there? All this is just... Okay, I guess we just jump out the side and hope for the best. Okay, we cannot, because that's outside the fence. Oh, here. Okay, good. We found the correct hole in the wall in a building that is more hole than wall. Good. Loot. Button.
I needed to get the generator running.
Where? Let's see. Wires over to here. Generator. Now that is decent level design. Is having the actual, like, electrical cables lead you to where you're supposed to be going. Alright, we have a chainsaw guy somewhere around here now. And who knows how many others. Alright, everybody step right up. Step Step right up. There's a nice live wire here for you. I would like all of you to interact with it, please. Interact with it, please. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, hi. Where'd you come from? No, well, I don't know where you came from, but I know where you're going. All right, good. That worked out swimmingly. You see, that is a good, you know, fight. Because then you can either deal with them straightforwardly and shoot them in the face, or you can cheese them on the electrical wire. But it doesn't, like, present the wire as the gimmick of the area. It just has it there as part of the background. That's a good way of going about it. Because when you put a giant spot, why does this spin? Who the heck invented the friggin' spinny elevator? Anyway, we put a giant spotlight in the middle of an area filled with enemies. People are gonna want to use the spotlight. They're gonna assume that that's the gimmick, and then it just isn't. They make it so you can't actually use the spotlight that way. Bruh. Oh, and then you just hit me with you hit me with multiple things before I can even figure out what's going on. Of course, of course. What? Where did you come from? I'm trying to deal with actual threats right here. What? Out of battery. What? Well, the best use of flares right now is just to whittle away these things as fast as one can. And we have 20 flares, so literally why not?
Do as you're told.
Alright then. Ow. My face hole. Is the guy still behind us? No, he effed off. That's good. Ow. Really, I can't just climb over that? Oh yeah, let me just eradicate a steel beam with a flashlight. That makes more sense than climbing over it.
Alice never loved you.
That's probably true. Oh, there goes our 0.5 seconds of PTSD again. Oh yeah, this walking speed is conducive to surviving. Am I supposed to be running straight towards all this, by the way? Is this, I think so. That seems to be where it's pointing me.
You can't win.
Are you sure about that?
You will fail.
Once again, are you sure about that? Alright. Is that not where I'm supposed to be going? It literally all leads up straight to that cliff over the lake. when the whole point of the section is, hey, I need to get back to the lake. It's like, man, it's right there.
You can't win.
So what's in here? Oh, flare gun. I guess we're supposed to shoot a flare into it. I missed that entirely.
You will fail.
What? Where did that come from? All right. My eyes burn.
You can't win.
I guess we have to watch for incoming debris. That's probably fine.
You will fail.
And then we go here and we'll watch.
It's all in your head.
Yeah, that's probably true.
You're making this up.
Defeat the tornado. Just took 3 flares. All right. Good. Great, even. Oh, I don't need that anymore. Let me guess. Now he wants to jump into the lake. You know, before it was a stupid idea, but now it's a great idea. Yep.
Hell!
Shh, baby. You were having a bad dream.
I don't think so.
It was just another nightmare.
No.
Everything's fine. You're home.
I don't
wasn't
think
a dream.
everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on!
Why are you yelling at her? You're probably near to the light switch is usually by the door.
The power's out. There's no light. Come back to bed and I'll make you forget all about your fear of the dark.
What about
My
your
fear?
fear of the dark?
It's your fear. Why aren't you afraid? You're not Alice. Turn the lights on now. Where's the clicker? What did you do with it?
Alan, honey, you're still 1 foot in a dream. You're not making any sense. Come back.
You're
to
not
bed.
making any sense.
Alan, you're scaring me now. Come back to bed. Have you taken your pills? Do you want me to call
Oh, hi.
Dr. Hartman?
How'd you get out here? Man, you move fast. You
I
must
read
be a
your
marathon runner.
manuscript. It's brilliant. Departure is your best work yet. You're a genius. I'm so proud of you.
I
Come
know.
Back to bed. We'll talk more about it.
I
in
am
the morning.
definitely a genius, even though you're a shadow demon. Just trying to butter me up. But it's fine. I know how much of a genius I am.
Come back to bed, Alan.
Come back to bed, Tom.
Oh boy. I like how it says, right? Just clicker. Why am I able to shoot light at something? Okay, I can just apparently kill my Y. Okay, good. I first have to shine a light on a floating word that says clicker for the clicker to appear. And then I need to just absolutely blast my wife with the flashlight beam.
Find your way to the cabin. It stands in your way. It won't let you pass.
Okay, Mr. Floaty Diver Man.
It has no heart. It's filled with darkness. You must fill its heart with light.
Well, there's a bit of an issue there. If it has no heart, how do I fill said heart with light? You know, are you seeing the contradiction here?
Don't mind him. He's Mr. Scott. Your friends will meet him when you're gone.
And why are you just like ragdolling into infinity over there? Like, what is
Use the
happening?
clicker.
I am so confused. Alright, we gotta use the clicker. Oh. Telephone pole. Can I look around now? Okay, there we go. Telephone pole. Wow. Shopping cart. Very important. Great. Very important. Ow. I got attacked by a phone. Not even a real phone, just a freaking word that says phone. Bird. Okay, bye, bird. Thermos. Thermos. Is the phone still gonna hurt me? No.
I followed the idea of a path.
Okay. That's all you have to say to me? Alright, sure.
I'm leaving you.
What?
I'm leaving you, Alan. I met someone. I'm in love with someone else.
Alice? No, what are you saying? You can't.
You don't love me. How could you? You don't even love yourself. All you do is torture yourself with work you can't do anymore.
No, I love you more than anything in the world. You're my muse.
I'm not.
Who are you? What have you done with my Alice?
Alan? What are you doing? Put the light back on. What are you doing, Alan? Stop! Put the light back on!
It wasn't true. Nothing like that had ever happened.
I mean, there was a lot of
You're not my
darkness going
Barbara.
on.
Tom, let me go. I promise to be good. Please, untie me, you naughty boy. I will help you write your masterpiece. I will love you forever.
No, you're not Barbara Jagger. I made a terrible mistake. I should have never written you back. You came back wrong. Your heart is filled with darkness.
Put that knife away, Thomas. Put it down.
My heart is filled with darkness. Cut it out. I'll take you back to the depths you came from.
Fair reaction, I guess.
Filled with darkness. I willed the cabin to be real.
Did you now? But, you know, that's always the weirdest thing that a lot of people say is like, you know, how could you love me? You never even loved yourself. It's like, you know, there's a lot of people, especially nowadays, that do not love themselves. And that isn't really a prerequisite for loving anyone else.
Get away from me, you hag! Where am I? Let me go!
Alice, I'm coming.
Your husband refused to do as he was told. All he had to do was write what I wanted him to write. Now it's too late. It's his.
Oh, okay. We're just gonna black out here. That's normal. Hi. Are you the heart that doesn't exist and is also filled with darkness and must also be filled with light?
Get her back.
Shove a flare in there. Maybe a flashbang.
I am
Much older than you.
older than your first work of art. I will find a new face to wear. Someone else to dream me free.
Sure you will. Alright, we clickerized it. That's good.
I could feel Alice's presence close by. I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure. There's light and there's darkness. Cause and effect. There's guilt and there's atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. That's where Zane had gone wrong. There's a long journey through the night back into the light.
does it all mean?
Alice?
Oh, we're back at the start again.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh golly gosh! Golly gee willikers even! A lot of days went by. And we're here. What was that, like 2-3 weeks later? Man, we can hold our breath for a long time. Or I guess she can. Because I guess we're already out of the water by that point. She must be some kind of like Olympic swimmer or something, you know? You seem to be having some trouble. It's almost like you were underwater for over 2 weeks.
Alan?
Yeah, it probably makes it a little difficult to stand. Well, alright then. I guess what Alan was trying to say with the whole cause and effect thing was that Thomas Zane had tried to bring Barbara back without anything in return, and thus that is why the darkness took on the shape of Barbara, because nothing else could. But in this case, I guess Alan wrote himself out of the story in order to write Alice back into it. And that's why she actually came back and why he is no longer around. Possibly. At least that's what I take from the whole thing. Man, it's a Deer Fest. Deer, baby. We love Deer Fest. Where's Barry in all this? And the sheriff. She's probably still traumatized for life from that whole, you know, experience. What the heck is the shady dude in the... Is that the agent guy?
It's not a lake. It's an ocean.
Okay.
Alan, wake up.
Alright then. Complete the game on hard difficulty. Were we on hard difficulty? Was it all a dream? No. I don't know what it was, but it was not a dream. I think you could probably synopsinize it as there was some demon under the lake, like an ancient demon that feeds on creativity and can make things real from, you know, writing and any other form of creative work. And it basically just latched onto us and tried to make everything we wrote real to make itself stronger. And we had to, like, outthink it to make it so the things we want to be real become real in order to beat it. I don't even know. That is my interpretation of it. But that was quite something. Were we on hard difficulty? Did we do that? I don't... Let me just double check on Steam. Because yeah, it says complete the game on hard difficulty and complete the game on normal difficulty. So I guess we were playing on hard this whole time. Were we? Wait, so if we had like new game, yeah, easy, normal, nightmare. Nightmare wasn't even an option before. But it says on normal and on hard, so maybe it counts this as normal and this as hard, and nightmare is like impossible difficulty. And so that's why it's weird. Because I was like, I'm pretty sure I played it on normal. I wouldn't have done it on hard the first attempt. Like, that would have just been crazy of me. But, yeah. That's good. Anyways. Oh, this game. This game, I'm telling you. It is quite something. Oh boy. I would say that it was decent. For sure. It had some good mechanics. I feel like the flashlight. Oh yeah, and I definitely do not forget the whole stream tonight. But I don't know, the whole thing about it is just like, it's bizarre. Because it had the good mechanics, like with the flashlight, you know, it wasn't just a regular shooter where you just shoot things, you need to hit them with the flashlight first. And I feel like that was a good, you know, system for it. But I also feel like that causes a lot of issues. And especially its execution of certain things. I mean, I did appreciate that when enemies come up behind you, it kind of zooms out and shows that enemies are behind you. That was very much appreciated. But at the same time, I don't like how often it spawns enemies just right behind you. Because it does that, like, in almost every fight where, you know, I mean, in the early game, you were able to just kind of move forward, then enemies would spawn in front of you, and you would just start being able to back up and take them out one by one like any other shooter. But as you get further into the game, it gets much more frequent that they just spawn enemies in a 360-degree, you know, encirclement of you. And it's like, it makes it very hard to actually have anywhere to go that isn't filled with enemies. And the dodging had some pretty weird timing to it, where you were supposed to be dodging their initial swing. It wasn't like Dark Souls timing where you have to dodge through it and you get iframes. So I ended up being really good at the dodging at some points when I was dodging preemptively, but when I was trying more Dark Souls level dodges, it was always hitting me. So kind of confusing on that. And the storyline's confusing, the shooting was very iffy, I feel like. Especially because, I mean, it helps in some ways that the cursor or the flashlight where you're aiming is kind of drawn to the enemies, you know? So if you're shooting anywhere around one of the enemies, it kind of magnets you to it and it shoots it. Kind of like aim assist. But that also made it really difficult when I was trying to like shoot an explosive barrel past an enemy, because it's like you're trying to aim at the ground behind him, and it keeps like pulling your aim back up to the enemy. And since they were still all darkness, it was doing 0 damage and just wasting bullets. So there were issues with it. There were certainly many issues with it. And the story was so convoluted and like all over the place. I think it had a good concept, but I also feel like it was very bizarre. And Alan Wake as a character himself was weird. Like, first of all, he had that cannon of a leg that could just kick through electronics and doors and people and anything that got in its way. You know, like, bro could kick down a freaking skyscraper if he really wanted to. But at the same time, he then has like this temper that makes him go around and just punch everyone for no good reason. And apparently his punches are super powerful too, because you remember like halfway through the game with the kidnapper where he punched him off that cliff, and then somehow the force of our punch just rocketed us forward off the cliff as well. Like how does that work? How does your fist moving somehow pull you along with it straight off the edge? Like, that doesn't make any sense. It was very bizarre. very weird. And I don't know if it was weird on purpose, because they were like setting it up to be that it's supposed to be like he wrote it, and so it's supposed to be kind of campy and kind of weird and have all these little cliches and other things that you can tell was just like, oh, they just did that in the writing to make the story more interesting. Like, if we just punched the kidnapper off the cliff and not gone with him, then it's like, okay, well, I guess we're going home now. He's dead down at the bottom of that cliff somewhere. Or we just follow him down there, but it's one of those things that you know when you see it, it's like, well, logically he wouldn't have punched and fallen down there with him. That's not how gravity works. But obviously the writer just put it in as that's how you get down there, just so you don't have any chance to turn around and leave, and it kind of forces the story along. I don't know if they were doing that on purpose, like that's how Alan Wake wrote it, or if that was just the writers of the game shoehorning that in, just being like, nope, yeah, you gotta go this way because you fell off the cliff. Because your fist is made of tungsten and weighs 200 pounds, and that momentum just carried you forward. Like, I don't know. It's a weird game. It is very bizarre, and I was getting really fed up with it by the end. Like, I enjoyed a lot of the parts of it, and honestly, the weirdness of it made it really funny at like a lot of times. Like freaking Barry sitting in the back of the elevator right next to the button being like, hey Alan, come press this button right next to me. It's like, a lot of the parts are just ridiculous and kind of hilarious. I didn't get scared at a single point in the entire game. I don't know if it's supposed to be a horror game or if it's just a shooter that has kind of horror elements, but I didn't get scared at all throughout the whole game. It was just like, it was honestly a comedy for me. It was really funny. And I don't know. I don't even know what my overall opinion of it is. I think it's just a fun game. It's funny. It's pretty enjoyable. The mechanics can be a little annoying at times. Dottie, if you do play it, I would probably suggest playing it just on easy to mitigate the annoying parts of the mechanics and just get the funny parts of the game. And maybe the story parts, you know, maybe you'll be able to follow the story easier if you just go through it faster and not have to deal so much with the struggle of beating these enemies and dying 50 times. And certainly I would suggest just running past anything that you can if you play everything on easy. That's true. And yeah, and that is another weird thing about the game, is there was a lot of sequences where they wanted you to just run. They weren't even wanting you to like kill things or stop or loot or do anything. It was just like, nah, we're not gonna tell you to run, but you're supposed to run. You know, we assume that it's implied here. You know, there's enemies and you have a gun, so obviously it means you run away from them, right? like a little baby. You know, it was weird. It's not very clear, but anytime they don't specifically block your exit, just run. You know, if you can get to the next light, everything just despawns anyway. So don't even bother with killing things half the game. Just go. You know, it's what the game has taught me. You know, I'm a better pacifist now after playing this game. Now, you know, realizing that even if you have a gun and people are trying to slash your face off with knives, there's always another option. You know, of course, in real life, if somebody's coming at you with a knife and you have a gun and you run away to just try to get to the nearest spotlight, you're probably just going to be a lot more visible when they cut your face off. So, you know, that's most people in real life aren't scared of spotlights like shadow demons in this game are. So, just saying, not great lessons for real life. But anyways, yeah, so later today, Dottie and I have set it up so that we will play some, I think, Phasmophobia later, and that's in like, I don't know, 7 hours from now or so. Yeah, or around like 7 to 7:30 Pacific Standard Time, something like that, I think, was what the plan was. So that'll be good. I don't know if I'll be streaming here or if she'll be streaming there, if we'll both be streaming or if only one of us will be streaming. I don't know. We'll figure that out when we cross that bridge. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. And aside from the stream later today, I don't know what I'm gonna be playing next, so we'll just figure it out as we go. So yeah, thank you all for being here, and figuring out what the heck this game is about with me, because it was quite the journey. And yeah, see you guys later, and goodbye.